Hello, it's Lou Collins here, and I am here today to show you the brand new Papercraft Society box. We have got a fantastic bundle here that's all designed by Christina Griffiths. So we'll take a peek in a moment, but I want to tell you all about Papercraft Society. So this is a subscription box. Of course, Papercraft, so your card making, your scrapbooking, mini albums, absolutely perfect for. Each box has around about £60 worth of product, and it's delivered to your door for free in the UK. If you are overseas, that's not a problem, you can still order the box. So to subscribe, if you pop on to papercraftsociety.co.uk, you can do that. But if you want to receive Christina's box, which we'll take a look at in a moment, you will need to sign up before the 20th of February, okay? Anything after that, you will receive the next box. So each month we're going to have a box by a new designer, so keep an eye out for that, because actually each of the themes change. It's really exciting. Very few people know what's in here until we get right to the delivery date, so it's a nice surprise. So shall we have a look and see what's in this one? So I just love the box itself. It's the beautiful colours that we know of from Christina. Now, she's written a little note in here. All of our designers put their own personalised notes. So this one is, wow, it's time to play again, from Christina. I love that, because Christina, this is the second box that Christina has done for Papercraft Society. So let's unwrap this. Tissue paper, I can use this anyway. It doesn't just have to be for wrapping. So first of all, we have so I haven't been through this completely. I had a quick sneak, but I haven't looked at everything in detail. So I'm exploring this along with you as well. So we have this beautiful package here. Let's open this up and have a look. Oh, wow. Had a happy accident, cover it with a flower, gemstone or butterfly. I love that. We're getting tips throughout already. Don't be too critical of yourself, just enjoy your crafting. This is just like talking to Christina, all of this advice. So it looks like we've got stamps here, we've got some paper, A5 pattern paper. We'll have a look in detail in a moment. We've got some dies there. There's some pretty big dies in there actually. We've got an embossing folder, and we've got what looks like some toppers. So we'll have a quick look at those in a moment. What else is in here? So these look like ink pads. So we have got 3 colours of ink pads. Now these are beautiful. This really does remind me of Christina, her style, the pretty florals that she often does. So we've got 3 here, the green, there's a pink and there's a purple. Now I think these are the pigment inks. Look at that. Beautiful raised pads, so you're not going to get the edges on your stamps. Then we have some ribbon, some dot ribbon there. That's in a lovely yellow. We have, Christina loves her pearls, absolutely adores her pearls. These are self-adhesive pearls here that we've got, white ones, because they're going to go with anything, and I'm guessing you could actually use your alcohol pens and things to colour those as well if you want to. What else? Now, Christina loves, she was telling me this the other day, shaping flowers, die-cut flowers and shaping. So we've got a flower shaping tool here, embossing tool, and I can spy actually, we'll look at these again in a moment, but the dies, there's some flowers in there. So I'm thinking 3D flowers with this kit. This is going to be absolutely beautiful for your card making. Right, so guide to ink. So on the front of this, it's trying to decide which colours work together. Look to Mother Nature for ideas. And then on the back, she's given us our guide to inks. So we'll look through those in a moment. But that's something that I did struggle with for a long time as a beginner paper crafter. There was pigment ink and dye inks, and what does it all mean? So it looks like she's given us all the information. In the bottom here, we have some A5 coordinating cardstock here. So beautifully wrapped. So it looks like we've got this cardstock, and then we've got some pattern paper in there as well. So there's lots and lots. So we've got, lovely, we've got greens and purples and yellows and pinks. And it's double-sided as well. So you've got this beautiful, it's a bit of texture there. So it's like a mottled colour or texture on one side, and you've got the ditzy dots on the other side. So really, really beautiful. You can see me using those. I'm guessing die cutting and embossing with those. You could actually even fold those into your card bases if you wanted to. So let's pop those back in, and let's delve in a bit more and have a closer look at some of these. So starting with this pack, I love this envelope. I think this is beautiful. Let's start here, and should we open these right up and have a look at these papers? So we've got some florals. Now this actually matches here the pattern papers that we've got. Let me just show you these in detail. So we've got the pattern papers here that perfectly match the box there. So you can see we've got Beautiful florals. So we've got more than one. So if you really love one, it's not a case of having to keep one aside and never use it because it's too lovely to use. You can keep one and use one. This is perfect. I can see something, a topper in there, maybe do some stamping in the middle there. It is a smooth paper as well, so you are going to be able to stamp on it. And if I'm right in thinking, yes, it has a white core as well. So tearing and distressing, embossing and sanding it back. Beautiful for. And then we have this more pastel shade as well. So really, really gorgeous for your backing papers there. So I could actually see myself putty cutting some of those out too. So we've got those. And then we have these stamps. And there's a lot here actually. Let's show you these really close up. So we have both the detail stamps actually. Let me see if I've got something white to pop behind it. Or I'll pop a piece of this card behind here there. You can see that a little bit better there. So we have got the flower pots, all the beautiful florals. This sentiment up here, I don't know if you can just see that, that says, friends are flowers in the garden of life. That's really beautiful, isn't it? So we can be thinking of birthdays, thank you cards. It could go on to Mother's Day, and we've got on your special day. We've actually got Happy Mother's Day written there as well. Thinking of you, with love, happy Easter, that's around the corner as well. This is the perfect time of year for your floral card making, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. And I am in love with these little leaves, or they could be petals if you wanted to colour them a different way. With these, you could have them scattering around your card, maybe blowing in the wind. Really, really stunning set. All clear stamps. They're all a really good quality as well. So pop those back in there. And then let's look at these dies as well. So again, really good size dies here. We've got a lot in here. So I'm just going to rearrange this one, pop that on there. So we've got, if I turn it this way for you, look at these. So what we have here is at the top, best wishes here. I know it's backwards, but it does say best wishes, but you won't only get that as well. Look at that. So you've got the drop shadow that will go behind the word best wishes to really make that pop on your cards. You could maybe cut this as an aperture into your card and put the best wishes behind in the background so you open it up and see it there. We've got these florals I was talking about. So along with the rubber handled flower shaping tool here, the metal tool, you can be shaping your flowers beautifully. Christina has so many tutorials on her YouTube that you're going to be able to watch and see how she does that as well. You've got swirls and leaves there. This trellis is amazing. So because of the shape of it, it doesn't have a full outline die there. So you can actually cut that into your card. It'll just cut yourself a little trellis aperture. So you've got other like little daisies down here, down the bottom here, you can just see those. And all of these borders as well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 borders, a full floral one and some scallop ones as well. So there's a lot of dies there. Now looking at those, you don't need a huge die cutting machine either. I think your smaller machines will take all of these dies as long as you've got the long enough plates there. So nothing is too wide really. And then we'll have a look at the embossing folder. Oh, do you know what? Looking at this embossing folder. So Christina's thought about all of this. So we've got this ditzy print here, these dots here. They are beautiful. They are going to match perfectly if I bring it in with the cardstock. You see the dots on the cardstock there. So everything's been really considered in detail. And then the florals here, the flourishes rather, they are going to match with those dies we were just looking at, aren't they? So you can work everything together. And I'm also thinking now, that embossing folder there, looking at the shape of this die that we were just looking at, I'm wondering, let's just pop that round the right way because of course it die cuts backwards. Oh, look at that. There we go. So the dies match the embossing folders. You could cut that. You could use them separately if you wanted to. You could add a die cut over the top if you wanted to as well with that floral one that's in there or the scalloped ones. So there is a lot of scope for mixing and matching within this. Your cards are going to be absolutely beautiful. Let's just pop all of this away. It's all getting a bit of a mess. This is how we like crafting. Look at these toppers. These are beautiful, aren't they? So it looks like these are all die cuts. They're foiled for you as well. These backgrounds are going to perfectly match the papers that we were looking at in the beginning. So again, everything's coordinated. She really has thought of everything. You can take this kit as a beginner crafter and you can build up some really beautiful cards straight away from this. So let's just see these inks as well while we're here. 3 inks. So we've got the green there. I'll just pop that down, we've got the purple. Now, of course, on the sponges like this, they are going to look a little bit darker, a little bit brighter than they are, but look at those. Aren't they stunning? Look how bright they are. They are absolutely beautiful. And when you put them alongside the coloured papers that we've got, they all work so well, don't they? Look at that, the green, the purple and the pink. Like I say, these are going to be brighter than they'll come out on your stamps. But if you're new to stamping, you've got the inks, you've got the stamps there as well. Let's put these on the right ones. So you are going to be able to start off even if you don't have anything already. Maybe this is your first little delve into card making and you've been watching Christina for a while from a distance thinking, I love her cards, but I'd never be able to do something like that. Well, now you absolutely can. So lastly, let's just have a close look at this guide to inks. This is really, really helpful for you. So you've got everything on there from, I mean, hybrid ink. I didn't even know what a hybrid ink was until I spoke to Christina. You've got dye-based, pigment ink, embossing ink, stays on, and distress inks. You've probably heard a lot of those. You've probably heard people talk about them. You may have seen them in instructions in magazines, and now you'll know exactly what they are. This is bringing you up to expert level, this box. So let's pop this all away now. So package it neatly. I love the box as well because we can keep everything together. We know that everything's coordinating in here. So if you want to sign up to this particular box, don't forget, you need to sign up, you need to subscribe by the 20th of February. So you don't have very long. This one in particular has only been with Papercraft Society for a few days. We've just released this week. You are going to be able to craft just like Christina. So let's pop that away. Now, papercraftsociety.co.uk, and you could be receiving this right to your door. Don't miss out on this one, and don't forget to check back on previous ones to see the sort of thing you could be expecting to come to your door every month.